So I got all my sap, I collected everything. It's the end of March. Now's the fun part. I brought a bunch of sap back and I put it right here in this pot. And I've been boiling it at high temperatures on a gas stove here. You can do this outside, it's recommended. Some people who are big into this do it with an evaporator, but as a whole, you just it's the same process overall. You're going to want to put all your sap on some kind of flame, and you're going to want to boil it. It takes a long time. So for now, you can see that you kind of get this fouling that comes up. And what you want to do is periodically, excuse me about that camera there, periodically, whenever you start getting a lot of fouling, you want to kind of come in there and just scoop some of it up. Go ahead, just put it right down the sink here. And just keep working on that periodically whenever it starts to come up from the boiling. And we'll be back whenever we're closer to getting our sap a little bit further boiled and we're a little bit further along, so stay posted till then. Okay, here we are again with just a quick check. Our maple sap has been slowly boiling down. You can see every inch further it goes, it kind of gets this brownish tint to it. The darker the tint, the better. This is actually the cup of the syrup that I made here. You can see that it's pretty dark, just like what you get out of the grocery store. So we still got a little ways to go, but not too much longer. It's really starting to smell good. And again, a lot of that white fouling that you get that starts to boil up, you just want to scoop that off and go ahead and throw it out. Hey, so we boiled down all of our maple sap. It takes about 4 to 5 hours for about 4 to 5 gallons, at least it did for me. I had it on full blast on a gas stove here inside, and I recommend doing it outside on a propane burner. This is the first year I've ever boiled any maple sap, so I don't have all the resources that I'll have next year. I'm definitely going to do this in a much bigger way, but long story short, it took about a total of 8 hours of boiling for about 12 gallons of sap, maybe about 10 gallons give or take, but I kept everything boiling for a while and went back periodically like I showed you guys earlier in the video and used a ladle or a big spoon and tried to get some of the bubble fouling off of the top. And I just periodically watched it and monitored it. And then once it got down so that, you know, it was pretty dark and it started to become a lot less liquid and a bit thicker, if you will, I started to taste it. And once it got down, I think it was about an inch off the bottom, maybe a half inch, even lower. Total from, I'd say, like I said, 12 gallons of sap, I got about probably 48 ounces of syrup. So it's not a lot, but it was definitely a really good experience for me this first year. Here's a jar of one of the jars that I made, and I'm going to be sending these out to some friends and family just for as a teaser for next year, if you will. It's really, this is a cheap hobby, and it's something that isn't hard to do. It's pretty easy and straightforward. I didn't add anything to this syrup, and it tastes just like, you know, Aunt Jemima. So it's really good, and it's natural, and it's cheap because I made it on my own. And this, again, is a cheap hobby in itself. So I definitely want to do this again next year, like I said, in a bigger way, get more jugs, save them up over the year here when it's warm, and get ready for next year. But long story short, I really would definitely recommend this hobby, and I realized my video wasn't incredibly intensive in a lot of ways as other maple sap videos are, but it's a pretty straightforward hobby and there's a lot of good things about it. I hope this video helped you guys in some way, and maybe you could come over for some pancakes sometime. I'll be in touch with you. Thanks for watching.